Hello, everyone. Now I'm starting a new part of the conference talking about NFTs. I know that we have more talks related to NFTs. So I work on, let's see what's happened now. Here? Yes. I am a developer advocate at Chainlink Labs, so I talk about dynamic NFTs and a bit how you use Chainlink to make your NFT dynamic. But first of all, let's talk about the concepts. We know that an NFT represents something. Can be a punk, can be a ticket, can be an apartment, anything of real estate, or posts, or badges, or trending cards. But this is an NFT, and for now, most part of them are still static. But the idea is that the future, all of the NFTs will be dynamic. Like here, it's an image, not animation, but this is a NFT from LaMelo Ball, the player. And he has an NFT that is updating with his scores in basketball. And I'd like to say that I am a dynamic NFT. Because I am unique. I have a unique DNA. In the same way, you are a dynamic NFT, because you are unique as well. But why we are dynamic? Because I'm being old day by day. I hope to not be fat, but my body can change. So because of this, I can say that I am unique, but I am dynamic because I'm changing day by day, hour by hour. And when we talk about to be dynamic, and especially in your business, you need to talk about what are the rules or the conditions to have your NFT dynamic, to update your NFT. Can be a score, like I told you before, related to the basketball player. Can be some career highlights, including since you are a kid and you are growing and getting your grades on school. Can be about your experiences. For example, we have the POAP, the proof of attendance in events, and this can be, we have POAPs for different events, but what about to have a master POAP that can be upgradable with all the events that we won or all the travels that we did? And we can have an NFT related to the weather. For example, imagine an insurance that can be paid or can be changed related to what's happening. It's raining, it's a sun day. And when we talk about this kind of rules, you can put these rules in different ways. But one good way, one possibility of this is using oracles to update your dynamic NFT. And first of all, Oracle is any kind of data source or external resources that you can use inside your smart contract. In our case, inside your NFT. And let's talk a bit about Chainlink, because Chainlink is one oracle, one of the big oracles. And talking about how we can use different oracles to do this. For example, I can use information from the market. I have one example that I used to do in workshops is like I'm monitoring the ETH with USD asset, and I have an emoji. If the price goes up, I'm happy. If the price goes down, I'm sad. If the price does nothing, I do nothing. But this is updated like per minute, per hour, per day, using a dynamic NFT. Another example, using proof of reserve. Imagine that you have an NFT that is like a kind of an alarm, where if you will issue more of an asset than we have on collateral, this is a red sign. This can be updated like in automatic way, for example. Talking about automation, this is so interesting, and I will show you an example that I used to do in my workshops. smart contracts, they are like passive agents. Some external agent must call a smart contract. Can be like your account, can be another smart contract, but it must be called as well, or can be a kind of automation. You can have an automation like in a centralized service, but Chainlink has this automation in a decentralized way. And in this automation, you can put all the rules that you'd like. Okay, for example, I have one that is a flower that is growing. First rule, I have a collection of NFTs, my flower collections. I will upgrade only the last NFT. Second rule, I have 3 stages in my flower. So if the flower is in the last stage, I will not upgrade anymore. And I can do this in an automatic way. And for example, I have another NFT as it's called, I'm using random numbers. So the NFT is changing, his color is changing, her face using random number generators. So this is a kind of ideas to update NFTs and make your NFTs dynamic. And this is one more example. This is so new. Like we have functions now that you can call a JavaScript code inside your smart contract to update an NFT. This is another possibility for you. And this is the flower that I told you before. I have the seed, the flower is growing, and the flower is done. And I'm doing this using an NFT, and the flower can change the color, can be so different. Because when it's the seed, you don't know what's happened. What color have my flower? And then, at the end, I have a flower that can be purple, can be red, can be yellow. And if you'd like to get this presentation, this is the most important slide for you. I will stay a minute here. And I really enjoy to teach basic concepts and talk with beginners. And I try to talk in a way to be didactic and to be sure that all the beginners can understand as well. I know that this is an advanced conference, but I hope that talk for beginners can be useful for you as well. And let's be together. I hope to see you around the world, and I hope that you create dynamic NFTs in all places. And I think it's this. Thank you so much.